Hey guys, let's talk about the blur tool. So we're still on our basic Photoshop tools page in our packet, and we are going to create a new file, new 8x10, 150 resolution. And the picture that we're going to open is blur hot air balloons. So if you go into your Photoshop Photos folder and open up blur hot air balloons, and then a Command A, a Command C, Command W, Command V as in Victor to paste it in, and then a Command T to transform. Let's get it nice and big, and a check mark. All right, so your blur tool is below your paint bucket tool. So if we hold down this button right here, you can see that we have blur, we have sharpen, and we have smudge. So let's talk about blur first. If we take the blur tool, we can come on up to our paintbrushes and we can get a nice big brush, and I'll increase the hardness so you can see what's happening. And if you just come on over to your picture and just click and rub your mouse over a spot, it's going to blur a spot. I'll get an even harder brush. So you can see how I can blur the balloon. I can also sharpen the balloon. Again, I'll increase the size so you can see. Sharpening it sort of gives it these weird pixels, which for some reason perhaps maybe you would want that or not. And then last but not least, we have smudge. And we'll get that nice and big. There we go. And then you can kind of smudge it. So we have blur, we have sharpen, we have smudge. I am going to edit step backward, edit step backward, edit step backward, edit step backward. And I just want to show you that if you get some marching ants up on your screen, for example, here I'll put a square right here. And if you come over to your blur tool, you can blur and you don't have to worry about staying in the lines. As long as you have those marching ants up, it'll kind of contain it within that area. The same as with the sharpen. You can kind of go out of the borders and it'll stay within there. And then the same with the smudge. You'll see it just kind of keeps it in there and smudges it in there. So if you could please open up the blur hot air balloons photo and do a little chunk that is sharpened, a little chunk that is blurred, and a little chunk that is smudged, that would be wonderful. And then you're just going to save it as blur, sharpen, smudge, and your name, and save it as a JPG so we can open it on Photoshop and upload that for your classwork grade. Thanks.